baby Jack Skellington fan artwork in progress. Was watching a bit of Dexter earlier. I have heard about the show, but I've never sat down and watched the whole season because, like many TV shows, I don't like watching them on a weekly basis because I think I don't like going through the torture of until next time. Wait for the thriller of the cliffhangers of will he save her in time? Will the villain win? And although it makes for entertaining television, I just don't like being held in suspense like that. So I just moved on to other things. That's how I handled The Walking Dead. For years I didn't watch it. I think not until a couple weeks ago that I started watching it. And then saw the first 6 seasons consecutively. So I try to not to fall into those entertainment traps. Because there's more to life than just watching TV or movies. A lot more. And it's interesting seeing all these hit shows, Sons of Anarchy or Breaking Bad, and if you travel a bit, you meet certain people from all sorts of income and lifestyles, and you just pay attention to not just people's outer shell, but their inner shell. And I believe you could see, get a vibe of their inner shell by their smile, by their body language. And just start asking questions, or better yet, just build a relationship and communicate. I think I'm on episode 4, season 1, and Dexter had said something like, the outer self is not the same as the inner self. And I thought that's something like that. And I thought that was a great point because, again, I'm here babbling about the Marine Corps and how much I miss it, because when our NCOs or the senior Marines would tell us, spit it out, tell us what's on your fucking mind. That sort of shit does not fly in the civilian corporate world. That's harassment, belittling, or some dumb shit, right? But in the Marine Corps, it's fucking get it done. Fuck your feelings. What's the problem? What's the problem here? And to me, it's still a shock to me at times when people say, "Oh, I really need someone to hold me and talk to, and talk to me and listen to me." And I'm thinking, "What are you, fucking 5 years old? You're fucking college level student. You're a college graduate. You're supposedly an adult, and you're fucking. I need someone to listen to me." I'm like, what? It really, my brain can't process that. Because I think of, I believe the more that I read, the easier life becomes, because the more I learn. There are still slave trades going on around the world. Human trafficking. Cartels exist. Warlords exist. And if you live in Los Angeles, which is supposedly safe and free and paradise, you could become immune to the existence of those things a bit, but pay attention, you realize that there's an element of something dark out there. Hold on, this is a bit tricky right here, this part, because I'm shading up the face. And the light source is over here somewhere, so... You know what I like about Tim Burton's movies overall is that it's not the fucking same approach of, let's remake the Ninja Turtles, remake the Karate Kid. No, he puts his spin, or makes a new spin. With, who would have thought a skeleton would attempt to steal... That's funny, the idea of a skeleton trying to steal Christmas. It's like, how does that make sense? But he expressed it, and creatively, hard work. I think it was 4 years to make A Nightmare Before Christmas. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, I like that. That's my favorite Tim Burton movie. I wouldn't know how to... At the moment, I can't imagine how to draw Pee Wee Herman in the refreshing way, so I'll probably do a sketch just to let the brain flow, creativity flow, see what happens. I forgot what I was talking about. Something when I just review, it's as simple as walking down the street. It's as simple as looking out a window. It's as simple as picking up any fucking item in the grocery store and realizing, fuck, I basically got a 14th century king's buffet or food here at my disposal. And somewhere along the line, some of us say, "Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I can't believe this is all we got to eat." And there are kings that I'm pretty sure back in that day would have paid a ransom. Would have paid you in rubies and diamonds possibly for a microwave fucking Eggo or something. And here we are complaining about little shit like that. And it comes down to comfort. I want to make this skull too dark. But you gotta be careful with the prism pencils here, because these color pencils are not like the graphite pencils. These don't erase, so no mercy. Definitely need to go to the 99-cent store, dollar store, some cheap ass store and get some more pencil sharpeners. We're going to certain stores and seeing fucking sharpeners like this for $6 fucking bucks. $6 fucking dollars for a razor that's gonna dull anyways. Tell me if I'm wrong that if there's certain steel that is used that doesn't dull or something like that. Because yeah, I can't. I wouldn't. I don't desire paying that much for a pencil sharpener. I extend the life of these pencils by simply by angling them like I am right now at the moment. Instead of drawing like this, so that keeps the it shapes the point. There's also the tip breaks easy. And looking at the work of Will Terry, and when I saw his project of called Little, which are baby versions of pulp culture figures. I'm not gonna make a whole bunch of baby figures, but just the ones that I feel that I could give a refreshing point of view on, like Jack Skellington. So many things to draw. Saw a documentary on Norman, I believe the name is Norman Rockwell. Check out his work. And shit, man. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. Just check it out. And inspiring. Wow. Wow, that dude was a classic. Norman Rockwell.